I'm happy that Taraji came out here and voiced her truth in reference to what she has been going through over the years. However, but based off what I'm seeing out here, a lot of people believe this was the wrong time for Taraji to come out here because it would cause a negative impact on The Color Purple, the promotion, the production, knowing that they only grossed $55 million against a $100 million budget. So I get it. But at the end of the day, you know, when you need peace, and knowing that you have a passion for something, but yet still you've been treated unfairly, it takes a toll on you over the years. Every time I'm seeing some kind of interview that she's doing, she gets very emotional. So we can tell this is something that has been built up over the years, and she decided to just come out. So I do applaud her for that. However, Oprah was very annoyed of trying to be a savior for everyone in need. I could tell that based on the video that she recently presented out here. I can tell because she didn't want the bad name, right? She just wanted everything to go perfect. And when we think about The Color Purple, it really means something to Oprah. It resonated within her, so she wanted to be the best and making sure everyone was comfortable on all sides. So just to discuss on the whole budget, it was released in the United States on December 25th. That was right on Christmas by the Warner Brothers Pictures, and it received a positive review from critique, and it has grossed $55 million against the $100 million budget. So as we can tell that they didn't make their money back, only they're maybe just halfway. So they want to be able to make back their money, which I believe it will. However, just the fact that Taraji came out here with this, I believe it's distracting others from going ahead and promote the movie on a positive note. You know what I mean? Like, I just felt like the time that we're talking about pay equality, it's kind of opened up a can of worms for everyone else. You know, Gabrielle Union, Keke Palmer, then we see Vivica. She said she's not experiencing that. And we can tell that she just don't want to be included, but she probably felt that way. I mean, maybe 1 and 2 projects she had, she was not getting the right paid. However, she just don't want to be included. So she's kind of keeping that hush-hush and talking about how she support them. But whatever. I mean, Vivica is doing her own thing right now with Lifetime Movie Network as well as Car Shield. So we don't know if she has any ongoing projects or upcoming project that is coming, but you can tell that she's in her own lane. However, I do applaud all the women that is coming forward and support Taraji. The only thing I'm a little bit hurt over is the fact that Monique did not get her flowers. When Monique was coming out here and she was trying to deliver and speak her truth, a lot of people were not supporting her. She was blackballed, she was blacklisted, she was canceled. And this was through, I believe, allegedly, I think, I'm not going to say because I don't know for sure everything. But she had said it came from the horse's mouth. She said that Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey, and I forgot the other one, they shunned her career. And as a result of that, she was not working that much, And so I didn't think that was fair to Monique as well. But Taraji came out here and she confirmed what she was going through. I do hope that in the future, Color Purple make its money in terms of, the investment, the $100 million budget that they all budget out to create this movie. Now, I just want to touch on one thing here because maybe Taraji was asking for too much. We're not sure her other projects were involved with, maybe picking her up, dropping her off home. The fact that I heard that everyone had to do a rental and she didn't want to be the one to do any rental due to liability and things of that nature. So she had asked for like a personal driver to drive her. And I get it, at the end of the day, is maybe what she was conditioned to. But at the same time, this was open up a can of worms for others. So meaning that if they provided a car for her, then they would have to do it for everyone else, in which I heard that Fantasia was saying that she'd rather drive herself, but I get it. Maybe it was not in the budget to provide cars for everyone else or picking up everyone, so to speak, because it wasn't in the budget, being that they already budget for 100 million on this movie here. So I can tell maybe Oprah did not want to say it, but she's probably annoyed because she tries to do her best and then she will still drag. So I'm looking at the standpoint, when you're trying to do your best for someone and they just seem ungrateful, I mean, you try to do everything possibly you can do and to make sure that one is comfortable. And, maybe she was asking for a certain amount of money and maybe, Oprah probably pulled a string for her, but yet still at the end of the day, enough wasn't enough. You know what I mean? And then she tries to do everything and still she got dragged. But here's the thing. I want to encourage Oprah that in this life of entertainment, when there's ongoing issues and maybe, people had problems with her, they just want to hear Oprah. And from their Oprah, if they had a problem with her, they're going to try to come and drag her. They're going to try to come after her. And so Oprah have to have that mindset, knowing that no matter how much she's trying to do good, be good, whoever had problems with her, they're going to use this opportunity to come forth and forward, right? So I guess we all create an issue knowing that there was not, but I can tell, we all can read between the lines. There's something going on. Maybe it's not coming out now, but Taraji, I just felt like, maybe she didn't say it at the right time. But in my heart, I felt like she did, because moving forward, I felt like if anyone had their eyes on her to do any ongoing project, they would have to come with their money. They would have to come knowing that they were going to set her right and not underpaid her, because we can tell that this is causing a negative effect on Taraji Henson. As well as I was thinking that maybe she needs to speak for herself. Let Fantasia, let the other girls, let them all try to fight for themselves. That's how I strongly believe, because you're trying to fight for everyone. She don't even know that if the salary that Fantasia was getting, if she wasn't okay with it. Maybe she was okay with it, but then Taraji opened up a can of worm. Now, I just felt like she should have just speak for herself. She deserved this amount, because at the end of the day, Taraji, she's a legend. She's been out here for years. She had leverage. She had credibility. So I felt like she should have spoken for herself and make sure she was getting what she wanted, as opposed to come out here, because right now, we're all afraid that they're going to blackball her. They may cancel her. I'm not sure. I know that 50 Cent is trying to offer her better pay with another company. But, 50 Cent also, he is very childish to me, very trolling as well. And he could be petty at times. So I'm a little bit scared right there. I think 50 Cent on his part could be a little risky, because if things doesn't go well, he may come out here and start blasting her as well. And then at the end of the day, Vivica ain't saying much, because she and 50 Cent used to, be together. So the fact that 50 Cent is trying to call Taraji and trying to, I don't know. We don't know. Maybe that's why Vivica ain't. I don't want to mix things up, but yeah, that's how I strongly feel. At the end of the day, I just really feel like there should be a closure to this. And I know they'll probably make back their money. I just felt like maybe the time that Taraji had came out here really caused a negative impact on Oprah, and she is upset about that whole situation and the other girls that is coming forward, But at the end of the day, she said what she said. She was not a part of budget. That was Warner Brothers. They had to deal with that situation, right? And so she can't fill the gap for everything. She has her role as the executive producer. So then she has to play her role. She had to do her due diligence on her part, as opposed to trying to please everyone. And she said it. She said she tries to accommodate everyone, but yet still her name was still being dragged.
Created a space and roles for a group of black women.
Yes, and I would just like to say about this whole Taraji, I heard I was trending yesterday because people are saying that I was not supporting Taraji. Taraji will tell you herself that I've been the greatest champion of this film, championing not only the behind the scenes production, but also everything that everybody needed. So whenever I heard that there was something that people needed, I'm not in charge of the budget because that's Warner Brothers. You know, that's the way the studio system works. And we as producers, everybody gets their salary. That's negotiated by your team. And so whenever I heard there was an issue or there was a problem with the cars or there was a problem with the food, I would step in and do whatever I could to make it right. And I believe that she would even vouch for that and say that it's true.
I think she would.
If it were not for Oprah Winfrey producing this film, I don't know if I would have been seen or heard. You know, that's what producers do. Because she actually called me and was like, if there's anything I can do, you just let me know. And I said, I was nervous because it is Oprah. Yeah. And I was like, well, since you asked, I told her. She fixed it, everything the next day.
So, I mean, share your thoughts on this video. What comes to mind when you think about Taraji Henson situation with Oprah Winfrey and The Color Purple? Do you believe they'll make their money back? Do you think this production movie that came out here on Christmas, do you think it will reach to its full potential? Drop your comments here below. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and also to subscribe if you're brand new to this channel. Until then, we'll see you around. Thank you for watching and be blessed.
Yellow Media Entertainment.